Good morning. Welcome to my channel. This is going to be a tutorial on the dolls here that I had showed in my last video and asked if there was interest in a tutorial, and there was plenty of interest. So I'm going to do the tutorial now. This is my second take. I hope it works out this time. So anyways, I'm going to tell you what you need, get your supplies together, and what you're going to need to make these cute little kitties and girls, or whatever characters you want to make. So let's just turn the camera down here. Okay. Well, first of all, you need some pipe cleaners, because I'm calling these Chenille characters people. So you just need the plain pipe cleaners. You don't need the bump Chenille ones at all. You need straws, 2 straws, and a ruler. And to wrap for the kitties, for the kittens, I used this yarn, and I bought it at Hobby Lobby, and it's called Bee Yarn, and Snuggle Up is the name of it. It's by, see, I had that written down. It's by Yarn Bee, I'm sorry, B-E-E, as in a buzzing bee that flies around, and it has a little bee label on the yarn. I bought it at Christmas time at Hobby Lobby. They still do have it, so you want to check that out. It's nice, and it's like eyelash trim, but it's furs and fuzzy, so that's kind of neat. So you can see when I do a doll or a kitten, how nice and fuzzy it looks, just like, and feels like fur. And I also bring it so that she has some sticking out from under her skirt. Okay, so you'll need some of that. And the other thing you'll need, obviously, you're going to need cupcake liners. And I got these at Walmart, and there was a good selection. I mean, I was very happy with, let's see if I can get that up there higher, with them. Very happy with the selection. They even have some metallic ones. These are a little bit more expensive than the paper ones, but these were only $2.98 for 150, and I bought these at Michael's a couple months ago for $3, and that's all I got. So that's not cool. So get them at Walmart, and they're nice and big, and you got lots of designs too. So we're going to need, you're going to need 2 of those, and a glue gun, and probably some wire cutters. I use them when I'm clipping the pipe cleaners, because I don't like to ruin my scissors. And then you're going to need, and I didn't get it, oh gee, an empty ribbon roll. Let me see. I've got one here that I started on the last video. So this is an empty ribbon roll, and shoot, I wanted to show you that. Let me go see if I can find an empty one. I'm going to need to do that. Okay, I found one. This is a about 3¼ inch wide, and how I tell that is I put it on my ruler and look at it, and you can see there's 3 here, and it's about 1/4 inch over. And it's also a 5/8 inch wide this way. You don't want it too wide, because then you have to fill it up too much. So we're going to need one of those. And also I've got the graphics for these little characters. I'm going to have them available on my Etsy shop, and I'm going to show you what they're going to look like. It's going to be, this is a page of them. Now these kitty cats you can get for free, but I include them on this because in case you don't want to go searching for where you can get them free, they'll be in on the digital that I offer, okay, in my site, on my shop. Oh, I'm not having a great morning. Anyways, still fighting that cold. And it's going to have Happy Mother's Day on there, Happy Birthday, congratulations. And these are very easy to make up your own sentiments. Just type them in and print them out if you don't want to use these. And I made this girl with 3 different colors hat. This hat is really teal on the screen, but my printer, and this one is too, won't print it out. It prints it out blue. and pink. I think the pink is really pretty. And then we have a couple little different kitty faces. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 different styles with different colors. So that'll be there on my Etsy shop if you want that. Alright, and to cover this, we're going to need some scrap paper, decorative paper, and then we're going to need some roses. Any kind will do. These are all that I happen to have. And I bought these at Hobby Lobby a couple years ago, so I don't know if they sell them anymore. And these are flowers that I made myself out of foameranian, foameran. And this is little forget-me-nots or something, but anyways. And leaves. Okay, yeah, that's some of this that I get at the dollar store. And these are leaves that I bought at Hobby Lobby, all on a vine, and there are just a ton of them, and I got them 50% off. And I love them because, you can see if you can see one better on here, they're just tiny enough to go on something like this. I do small projects, so that's why I need smaller leaves. Okay, the other thing you're going to need is this tissue fringe. And this is, you can get it in all different colors. And I'm going to use white today, but as you can see, I used pink on this one. I used kind of a yellow, creamy on this one. You can see the difference, yellow. And then I used white on the last one. Now, this is called tissue fringe and also called festooning. And you can find it. I got mine on Amazon. I used to buy it on Etsy all the time, but then the prices kind of got a little crazy, a little high. So I looked on Amazon, and yes, they do sell it, and they sell it in different colors. You can get 3 white ones for $11. There's 25 feet on a roll. And, you know, if you have white, you're pretty well covered for any color you're going to need with any of your other projects. But they have pink and they have blue, and I love all of them. I have them. So you can either get them on Amazon or on Etsy. I'm sure you can get it on eBay, but I'm sure it's much more expensive. Etsy is much more expensive. So I'll leave a link below where I got this on Amazon for the 3 for $11. But then you'll also see the single ones as well that you can purchase. Okay, if I didn't cover that, we'll cover it as we get going. So let's get going. Alright, first of all, you need 2 straws. And my straws are about 7.5 inches long. And I put them together by my ruler, and I look for the 4.5 inch mark. And I'm going to mark them 4.5 inches. And then I'm going to cut them. Okay, so the longest ones are the legs, and the shorter ones we're going to cut in half again. And they don't have to be exact. Now for the legs, we're going to take one of the pipe cleaners, which are 12 inches long, and we're going to fold it in half and then twist it a little bit. And this bottom part is going to be the foot. So you can turn it now or after you get it in the straw. We're going to put it in the straw, the legs in the straw. I'd say about 1/2 inch is all you need for a foot, and make sure it stays flat. Okay, and then we have a little extra there. We can clip that off. And I'm just going to add a little drop of glue in there to secure it. I'm going to do the same thing for the next leg. Just want to put these together so they'll go through, and then just kind of twist this a little bit. Doesn't have to be real tight or anything. Put that through there. And you want to just check and make sure that the feet are approximately the same length and adjust it, whatever you need to do. Okay, that looks good. A little dab of glue will do ya. Okay, then I take a jeez, I can't talk today. Silicone mat that I use for my glue gun, and I'm going to put these on there. Sure. Okay. Put these like that, and like that. And I'm going to take a smaller, another bit of pipe cleaner. I'm going to twist it together. And I'm going to thread it through one of these so that the folded end comes up through the top. And I'm going to clip the bottom off. I'm going to put a little glue in there. And then I'm going to kind of do that with my feet. And I'm going to put glue here and here. Then I'm going to put that in the middle. Okay, like that. Then I'm going to take these pieces that are left, and to fill in, I'm going to put them here. Put one there. And one there. And that's all you need to do to make the body, as far as the body. Yeah. But you do need to let it dry. So I'm going to set that aside, and we're going to work on the arms. Now the arms takes a full pipe cleaner, and you want to fold that in half. Find your center. Fold it in half. Okay, like that. Open it back up. And bring this end up to, I'd say about an inch away from the fold, and twist it so that it will stay together. Now this is going to be their paw, the hands, so you want to leave that a little bit flat. Then fold it in half where the fold is, and do the other side, and you can actually just make sure they're even. Open it up. Twist. These are their arms. Okay, and you want to twist that. And leave the paws there flat. Then you're going to put it together. Hold this together. Twist. And then fold it down. So that you have this kind of a thing, because we're going to attach this to the body. But what we're going to do first, now I think this is all dried, move this out of the way. We're going to wrap the body and then the arms and put them all together. It's really a simple process once you learn it. It's not hard at all. It's just knowing what to do. So I'm going to put some glue at the top here and put my yarn in there just to secure it. And I'm just going to start wrapping. You can wrap right up to the top if you want. Put another little glue here. You don't have to cover it completely because we're going to put the head up here, and that will take care of the top. So then we just want to wrap it around. And I will tell you how to do the girl because I don't use fur with the ladies. Alright, so we'll get to that. And you just kind of want it nice and full. Come up and just find a spot, put some glue and glue it. And then cut it. Okay. So that's the body. And this is kind of like your neck. And that's where we're going to put the head. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right now to show you. Well, maybe I'll do the arms first. Okay, so then we're going to do the arms. I want you to start at the back here. Put a little dab of glue. Put that in there. And then wrap, go all the way down once. Like that. And then back up. You want to wrap these twice. And then around, you don't wrap this thing here. Just the arms. You can open them, make it easier for you. Go down once. And come back again. And you can make them as full or as thin as you want. You can use other kinds of yarn. I mean, I've used just regular white fuzzy yarn too, if you can't find this yarn. And it works. I mean, it's an animal, so if it looks like fur, then it works. Okay, so now this is the bottom of your arms. This is, what I did here is, this is the flat section with this pipe cleaner here. And the more puffed out area back here where I put the other straws. And we're just going to glue that onto there. So I'm going to put a bunch of glue here. Just glue that on. You gotta hold it for a second. And if you need more glue, you put more glue on. Now I'm going to put the head on. I like to do that to see about where the head should go after I have the arms on. So I'm going to do this right here. Oh, need a glue stick. Okay. Okay. So let's do this again. Just hold it till it's secure. Okay, I might need a little more glue with the arm, so I'll put that in there. No big deal. Okay. And now we're going to put her dress on. And you can pick whatever cupcake liner you want to use for her skirt. And I always use 2. There's a lot of different ways to do the skirt. I'm going to show you how I do it. You want to cut the circle out of, you cut it in half. And then cut the circle out. You want to cut 2 of them. Alright. Now I'm going to put the bottom piece on first. And this is her front, so I'm going to go in the back here, and I'm just going to put some glue on this, and I'm going to glue it. I want a little bit of the fur showing, so I'm keeping that in mind as where I glue it. And then I'm going to wrap very loosely. In fact, I'm going to glue, I think. I want it to be full. So I'm going to put a little piece of glue. I want it to hold still as well while I'm wrapping. You don't want to hold still. Okay. You can make it as wide as you want. And if you want to tuck in, you can tuck in. And because I don't really want that in the front, I'm going to cut some off. I'm just going to glue that together. You do have to fuss with it, I'll be honest with you. It's just not something that happens easily. Alright, so let's do this one. Have that cut right. Come back here and glue that on. Come around. So you can make these as full or as skinny as you want. And I like that, so I'm going to put the glue like that. And you can pull them out. You got to play with them. I'll take some of this off and glue it. I don't even need to glue the back, really. I mean, as far as to her body. I need to glue the back of the cupcake liner. Okay. You will just have to mess with it, I tell you. They all come out different for me, and they'll probably come out different for you. Okay. So there we have her. Now her foot here is a little, one is shorter than the other. Come on now. So all I'll do is just cut some off. You're going to wrap them, so it don't matter. Okay, now they look even, I think. So the next thing we want to do is we're going to set her up on the base. Here's the base that I started. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take... you can decorate her, of course, up at the top and everything. I do that after I get her on there. Oh, well, we do want to do the wings, okay? This is before we put her on. See, this is quite a mess back here. So we want to cover it up, and I saw a lady use boa feather, and I thought that was a pretty good idea to make it look, see how that covers your mess. So let's do that. Get that out of the way. And it will stick. You got to hold it down a little bit. I honestly can't understand why feathers don't like glue. They don't stick as well as some other things do. Okay, now one thing I wanted to tell you, see if you have something like this on a feather boa and it bugs you like it bugs me, put a little glue there and then just do this. Pull some feathers forward. Don't push them into it. Just pull them forward and they will grab the glue. The glue will grab them, I should say. And then you've got that covered up. So I want to put a little more glue back here. Make it come down a little bit more. So that's a real easy way to cover that. At this side, you could do the same thing. Okay. Let's do that over here because that does not look good. I don't like that. Just pull it up. Don't actually, touch the glue. Just pull the feathers up and over and it will cover it. And then you look good. And whatever you want to decorate, you can decorate now or later. I shouldn't say don't decorate till later, but you can. Usually when I'm all done, then I feel like, oh, before I put the little sign in her hand, then I know what I want to do. Like on this one, because my printer will only print out blue and it's actually teal, I made a little teal bow and put that there. And I just put a little tiny rose here and a bow there. And you really can't see a lot of it, but you can in a way. And this one, I did a bow and I did some trim up here. She didn't need a lot of decoration. I added this to the bottom of her skirt. I added it after I put the skirt on because you don't know how that skirt's going to turn out, so you don't want to have lace bulking it up too. And as far as the girl goes for their bodies, what I did was I wrapped her body in lace, not in fur. And then I used another straw for her arms. I did put a chenille stem in there, a pipe cleaner in there. So I wanted it to be flexible. And then I used flesh-colored chenille, pipe cleaner. I could have probably printed out some flesh-colored paper and just, made a circle and put it on there. That would have worked too, probably very well. So, and when I put her on, I also gave her some trim on the bottom by her socks, what I consider socks. And because I want the legs to stand and not bend, because they will have a tendency to wobble, I glued some beads, or what do you call these? They're not beads. They're, oh my goodness. Sure, because I want to think of it. Whatever they are, I glued their stems under her feet, which gave her more security and stableness. And over here on this one, I added a little bow here and just a bow here. But she already had, I had covered her in lace. And you can't really, I don't think you could see the lace. There you go. It's a different color. It's a yellow lace that I put there. Okay, but I'm not going to decorate her up right now because I want to show you how to do this. So what I did is I took a piece of paper that I had stenciled on, and I decided where I wanted the design to show up. So I'm going to cut some out here. I like this design, and it is quite a bit bigger than the you know, real, but I'm going to put it on there and kind of get an idea. That's fine. And use glue, hot glue, just to put it on there. And then I'm going to trim it. And then I usually go around and make sure the edges are nice and secure, that there's a lot of glue on the edges and nothing's going to come up from the reel. Yep, see, I messed that up. But that's okay. That'll be the bottom. I'll put something there. You can always fix your mistakes. Alright, and here. I have a lot of this paper, so that's why I don't care how much of it I waste. And I can make more if I run out. So this is the paper that I use stencils on. I have a video on it if you're interested in how that's done. And then you can make everything to match whatever you're working on. You can make your own paper to match, which I really enjoy doing. So just be careful you don't cut too close to the edge like I did there. Okay, so then we're going to take our tissue fringe, also known as festooning, and we're going to wrap it around. And this is only a 5/8 inch wide area in here. I'm going to wrap it around, give it a couple dots of glue as you go. I always wrap it around twice, and I try to separate these at times, and at other times I don't. And today I'm not going to because I don't want to keep you forever, but you can fuss with it and make it the way you want it. This is sticking up, so I'm going to put more glue. So wrap it around twice, glue it down, make sure it's going to stay. Everybody's happy in there. They're not coming out. And then I fluff. Make sure this needs to be glued down too. I'm really not this clumsy when I make things on my own. Nobody's watching me. It just seems to be nerve-wracking to me to know everybody's watching me. So please forgive me. I'm usually a better crafter than this. Okay, I'm usually not got things that I have to fix so much. But I am a slow crafter, I will tell you that. It takes me forever to make anything, which isn't always good. Okay, so we're going to fluff that up, and we're going to take and make her some little shoes so she can stand up on the ribbon roll. And I'm just going to cut right along here. Okay, I give her a little. Okay, so I cut her some little pieces for her feet. And the easiest way I have found to do it is put a little dab of glue on top of her one foot, and just put this there. You have this on the bottom. And then I trim it. Because I'm going to fold it over and under her foot like this. Watch. Okay, so then I'm going to bring that around and then I'm going to glue that. Some of this is a little delicate. It can be intense to do little stuff like this. If you don't like little tiny details, you may not enjoy this. So I'm going to do the other side the same way. And I want the butterfly on top. Just going to push that down. I don't really measure these. I just kind of go by what I think looks good is going to work, because they're pretty much going to get covered up. So don't get too crazy over their feet. You can cover them with flowers or anything else. Okay. Her feet are a little bit wide here. Sometimes I'll take, if it, irritates me enough, I'll kind of trim the squareness off so I can give her something like a little slipper or a little foot. Then I'm going to take, let's see which side I'm going to use. I'm going to use this side, and I'm just going to glue her on there, her feet. Yeah, and I'm running out of glue stick, so let's do that again. Okay. And I put a good amount of glue on there. Even on the part here, the pipe cleaner there. I stand her up, push her down, hold her for a few minutes. She still may end up, see how she still can be floppy? That's where I take different things. I don't have any with me right now, but that's where I take decorative, I can't think of what they are still. Oh my goodness. These here. And I might put them under her feet, which makes it stable. Or I might even put a leaf. I don't know. I don't have any, yeah, that looks pretty. I don't have any teal roses. I have to make some. But anyways, then you decorate it any way you want. All I did was put 2 roses in the front. And then I add my leaves. I put the roses on first so I know where I want the leaves. Okay, so then I see this and I put the leaves here and here. Right. Like that. And I think that one's a little longer than the other one. I'm just going to glue these on here. I'll take them off afterwards. I want to show you. It's pretty simple, pretty basic formula for decorating. I'll take that off and I'm going to glue this. And stick it right in there. Then I'm going to do the same here. Now, these aren't even, if I was really going to make these to sell, they'd be a lot better than this. Okay, so the basic thing is you got a couple roses here and some leaves, and then I go a little nuts and I cut this apart. I get this at the dollar store, and whenever they have a bunch I buy as much as I can because I use it a lot, and they run out of it pretty fast. So then you just want to add, stick things around. And then in the back, I put things to, okay, see, I'm going to go under there and put more. Make sure she's standing the way you want her to stand. Oh, and then we do, I only have Happy Birthday left. I used up all the Happy Mother's Day. And what I do with this is I just round it like this, bring it around. Because I use a real heavy cardstock for this. And then I'm just going to, I don't have my, just put her hands up a little bit. See her paws? They're kind of up. And I'm going to do one side, put some glue on it. Stick it there. I'll push it in so it's nice and tight. And then I'll come over and do this side. I don't do them both at the same time because, yeah, because I want to make sure I get them right. Okay, and then to take another pipe cleaner. Let's see, do I have any small ones? I don't. And you just roll them like this a couple of times. Cut these off. Cut it off. Roll yourself another one. Just roll it over. And you've actually got some paws now, and I'm covered in glue. Okay. And then you glue them onto the sign to make it look like those are her paws holding it. It's that easy. Did I do that right? There you go. So you can see it. I put those little round pieces of pipe cleaner on here to make it look like she's holding the sign. And then I would decorate, and I probably decorate before, I don't know, like I said. She's crooked and lopsided. Oh my goodness. Well, anyways, here's a better one. This one worked out much better. Okay. So that's what you can do. That's the basics, all right? I'm not going to, if I took and made it perfect, we'd be here for a couple hours. So I'm not going to do that to you. But that's the basics. Wrap up the body. Wrap up the arms. You know. Use straws. Use your pipe cleaners. Cut the faces out. Blank ribbon rolls. Decorate them. That's all there is to it. So make sure you go to Walmart and get some cool cupcake holders. And thank you for stopping by. And I'll see you again soon.